Speaking of the big three, Drew, real or counterfeit, it's time to blow up the big three and move one of them out of Memphis.
Counterfeit. 100% counterfeit. Not ready for that. We're not at that point in the checklist yet. You've fired your coach. You're going to hire a new coach. You'll probably, see what the GM does. He's next on the chopping block. And then you get to the players. I mean, This team is good enough. You've seen it in the playoffs where this big three, at a much younger age than they are now, be good enough in playoff series. They have gone 6 games with Golden State. They've gone 6 games with the Lakers. You've seen it. The difference is it's not the coach. It's nothing. It's you replace DeAnthony Melton, Kyle Anderson, Tyus Jones, and Steven Adams with Zach Edey, Jalen Wells, G.G. Jackson, and Vince Williams, and Luke Kennard. Like, the players around them are worse. I've made this comment so many times. Taylor Jenkins didn't suddenly wake up a worse coach than he was the day before. You've got worse players to play with. It's the same thing. Jaren and Dez, they're not perfect. Only 2 of them, and you can only make a solid case for one of them being a bona fide superstar, and I can make a case for Jaren, not Dez, okay? They are not perfect, and everybody needs a host of folks around them.
Yeah.
And
you're absolutely
the
right.
Players around them are significantly worse.
And it exacerbated by Taylor Jenkins' flaws. They were magnified because he couldn't figure it out with the worst players. I get that. But,
get to the team, though. We're not talking about Taylor Jenkins.
I'm done talking about him. But, I agree. It's counterfeit. It's not time to blow it up. They're not going to bring back what you think anyway. And there are moves to make with our fringe players that can bring in a few complimentary guys. Because we had 3 superstars, and Melt, Slow-Mo, Dylan, Steven Adams were not superstars. They were role players who knew their role. Really they were vets, and they were good in those roles. So that's what we need. A Herb Jones, an Andrew Neesmith. Man, he looked so good for the Pacers the other night. But somebody in that role, a Kuminga, a Nickeil Alexander-Walker, who knows their role as a role player, is what this team is going to need. We don't need to blow it up. 0% chance that Desmond Bane and Pix and John Conchar are going to turn into Giannis Antetokounmpo anyway. Like, you're not going to be able to move one of our big 3 and get a bona fide star. I think the move is taking some of these fringe players we're going to talk about here in a bit, and we're going to move those for a complimentary piece.
Right.
I think the fans that are out there saying Jaren's got to go, he stinks, he's what's holding us back, are ludicrous. I think the fans that are saying Desmond Bane is what is losing these games, we got to get rid of him, are ludicrous. They need complimentary players like that, and we need Desmond Bane no longer running point guard. Like, I don't know how many times we got to say that, but he does not need to be a point guard anymore. But, we need complimentary players around our big 3, and it works. We're not even 3-4 years removed from, being those dudes, right? You beat Minnesota. You go to 6 games with Golden State. You put up an effort against the Lakers when you were outclassed and hurt, but you put up a fight, and we're not putting up a fight anymore. Big part, we don't have the complimentary players we need.
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. I'm not ready to blow up the team yet because the team or the core yet because the team around you isn't good enough. And I'm also, I'm sure this will segue into your next point. I'm also not willing to wait around for the other players to develop.